Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we have another game for the ages using Strat-O-Matic Baseball. PC version, rolling my own dice. We have the 2001 National League All-Stars taking on the 1941 American League All-Stars from Detroit at Briggs Stadium. So you have Bonds, Sosa, Piazza, and many more taking on Ted Williams and Joe DiMaggio here at Briggs Stadium in a game for the ages. At the ballpark is Will. That's W. Vogs. Check out that great card collecting channel. Hope all is well with you, my good friend. Let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. For the 2001 National League All-Stars, leading off playing center field, Brian Giles, 309, 37 home runs, 95 ribbies. Batting second, from the Colorado Rockies, playing first base, Todd Helton, 336, 49 homers, 146 runners driven in. Giles played for San Diego. Batting third for the San Francisco Giants, Barry Bonds, 328, 73 home runs, breaking the short-lived record of Big Red Mark McGwire, and 137 runners knocked in. Batting fourth in right field from the Chicago Cubs, Sammy Sosa, 328, 64 home runs, 160 runs driven in. Batting fifth, the designated hitter from the Colorado Rockies, Larry Walker, 350, 38 round trippers, 123 runners driven in. Batting sixth, doing the catching from the New York Mets, Mike Piazza, 300 batting average, 36 homers, 94 RBI. Batting seventh from the Atlanta Braves, playing third base, Chipper Jones, 330, 38 homers, 102 runners driven in. Batting eighth, playing second base from the San Francisco Giants, Jeff Kent, 298, 22 home runs, 106 runners driven in. And batting ninth, the shortstop from the San Francisco Giants, Rich Aurilia, 324, 37 big booms, and 97 runners knocked in. As we have Sports Time Machine here in the chat, another wonderful channel with Mr. Utah Mike. Please check it out. And Bleacher Bums Gaming, our good friend Anthony. Remember to check out Glory Days Boxing. I have purchased it, and if you're a boxing fan, so should you. Glory Days Boxing, absolutely fabulous game. Card and dice, and you can get it at Strategy Sideline. I always mess up the site. Go to Payoff Pitch. I believe it's strategysports.com or something like that. It's where you can purchase Payoff Pitch, and you can purchase Glory Days Boxing. And also check out Bleacher Bums Gaming, another wonderful YouTube channel, and that's Anthony. Alrighty, that's the National League All-Stars. On the mound for the 1941 American League All-Stars, Bob Feller. Feller in 1941 for the Cleveland Indians, 25 wins, 13 losses, 3.15 earned run average. He had 2 saves, gave up 15 gopher balls, struck out 260, walked 194 in 343 innings pitched. Behind the plate, Bill Dickey. At first base, Jimmy Fox, Bobby Doerr is at second, Joe Cronin at short, and Travis is at third. Ted Williams is in left with a -1 arm. Joe DiMaggio is in center with a -4 arm, and Heath is in right with a neutral arm of 0. As Sports Time Machine says, it's the Roids versus the Legends. Who shall prevail? We shall see next on the Al Red Sox YouTube channel. Remember to check out all the friends of the community, such as W Vogs, Sports Time Machine, and Bleacher Bums Gaming. Alrighty. The computer will play as both teams. I did set the lineups, but I'm just going to roll the dice and call the game. As we have our second game of the ages, let's see if the 1941 American League All-Stars or the 2001 National League All-Stars will prevail. Here's Giles to lead things off. I just want to make sure the cards are popping up, as I didn't take a look over at the second screen. So bear with me. And the cards do come up. That is good. Alrighty. So Giles, left-handed batter, digs in. Feller nods his head. Dickey sets the target. And the ball game is on its way. Here's the pitch from Bob Feller to Brian Giles. And that is a 4-7. A 4-7 to Giles. Pitch inbound. And that's a fly ball out to Ted Williams in left. Coming in, he makes the catch, one away. Now bring up Todd Helton, another left-handed batter. Likes to hit righties. He's a 6R. Giles was a 5R. Feller nods his head. He kicks and fires to Todd Helton. And that is a 4-8 to Helton. So Feller looks like he's hitting his spots right now. 4-8 to Todd Helton. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 2 up, 2 down. But here comes Barry Bonds. And let's just go. Let's take a look one more time at this Barry Bonds card. It is insane. Good God Almighty. If you hit his column, his card, you want to hit the 2. And hope you get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other than that, you're in deep poop. So Bob Feller takes on Barry Bonds, another left-handed batter. Feller shakes off Dickey. Now he's ready to work. He'll deal to Barry Bonds, the man who hit 73 homers in 2001. And that is a 5-3. What will it be? It'll be off the Bob Feller card. 5-3 to Barry Bonds. Ground ball back to Feller. We rolled a 3. Feller will knock it down. He'll pick it up and throw to first. And that's a 6. And the inning will be over. So Bob Feller knocks down the hard-hit ball right back at him. He throws to Fox. The side is retired. 1, 2, 3, go the National Leaguers. And now the 1941 American League All-Stars. Leading off from the Boston Red Sox, Bobby Doerr, 282, 16 home runs, 93 runners knocked in. Batting second, playing third base from the Washington Senators, Cecil Travis, 359, 7 home runs, 101 runners knocked in. Batting third, playing center field from the New York Yankees, the Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio, 357, 30 home runs, 125 runners knocked in. Batting fourth, playing left field from the Boston Red Sox, the splendid splinter, Teddy Ballgame, Ted Williams, 406, 37 home runs, and 120 RBI. Batting fifth, playing shortstop from the Boston Red Sox, Joe Cronin, 311, 16 home runs, 95 runners knocked in. Batting sixth, playing right field from the Cleveland Indians, Jeff Heath, 340, 24 balls go boom, 123 base runners knocked in. Batting seventh, playing first base from the Boston Red Sox, Jimmy Fox, 300, 19 home runs, and 105 runners batted in. The designated hitter from the New York Yankees, Charlie Keller, 298, 33 ball goes booms, 122 runners knocked in. And batting ninth, doing the catching for the 1941 American League All-Stars, from the New York Yankees, Bill Dickey, 284, 7 home runs, and 71 RBI. I bought the seasons. Mr. Utah Mike, thank you for the email on the sale. I went a bit spastic and bought a ton of seasons. A gift to myself. Oh, Mr. Utah Mike, check out the video you premiered. There was no sound. So you might want to check your settings before you do those. I sent you a message in Discord. And no, I emailed you. I'm sorry. Alrighty, back to the ball game. So Randy Johnson, the tall one, is on the mound for the 2001 National League All-Stars. 21-6, 2.49 earned run average in 34 starts. He gave up 19 gopher balls. He struck out an astounding 372. He threw 250 innings. Walked only 71. The hard-throwing, lanky, tall lefty. Piazza's behind the plate with a +3 arm. Helton's at first, Kent at second, Aurelia at short, Jones at third. Bonds is in left with a +1 arm, Giles in center with a +1 arm, and Sammy Sosa is in right with a neutral arm of 0. And here's Bobby Doerr, right-handed batter. Doerr hits righties much better than lefties, but he's leading off here. Randy Johnson, he's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Bobby Doerr. Let's see how Doerr handles the tall lefty. And that is a 2-6. And Doerr's going to see a pitch to Grip and Rip on the 2-6. 2-6, Bobby Doerr. And that's a 19 on the split. So Bobby Doerr will sit dead red and smash a line drive into left. A leadoff single for Bobby Doerr. 80% chance of stealing. Let's see if the computer will send him. And here comes Cecil Travis, left-handed batter. A lefty-lefty matchup. Let's see what they do with this. Travis digs in. Johnson picks up the sign from Piazza. Doerr stays put. Here's the pitch to Travis. And Cecil Travis gets a 5-8. Off the Johnson card, 5-8, not a column of choice, 5-8. That's going to be a ball hit to second base. The split is an 18 for Kent. So Kent will field it. Possible double play here if he can make the throw to Aurelia at short. And that's a 10. So Kent will field the ground ball. A hard hit over to Aurelia, on to Helton. Double play. Now there's 2 outs, base is empty, as that went 4 to 6 to 3, and here comes Joltin' Joe DiMaggio to face the unit, Randy Johnson. Piazza wiggles the fingers. Johnson, with his giraffe-like motion, deals towards the plate to Joltin' Joe DiMaggio, looking for the 1-3. Instead, he gets a 6-11 off the Johnson card, 6-11 to DiMaggio, 6-11. That's a fly ball out to right field in Sammy Sosa, and that's a 17. Sosa's on his horse. Will he make the running catch? That's a 15. And he will make the spectacular catch, robbing Joltin' Joe DiMaggio of a double at least down the line. He makes the diving catch. The side is retired. We go to the top of the second, scoreless here at Briggs Stadium between the 2001 National League All-Stars and the 1941 American League All-Stars. Due up for the National Leaguers, Sosa, Walker, and Piazza to face Bob Feller, who retired the National Leaguers 1-2-3. Here's Sammy Sosa, right-handed power bat. He awaits the Bob Feller offering. Feller kicks and deals. And that is a 2 7 to Sammy Sosa. 2-7 off, 2-7 off the Sosa card. Fastball. Strike 3! Caught him looking. Inside corner. Dickey did a wonderful job of framing it. 1 down. That'll bring up Larry Walker, the designated hitter, left-handed batter. Feller, the righty, up on the mound from the Indians. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Walker. And that is a 6-5 to Larry Walker. Column of choice for Walker off the Feller card, so Feller misses location. And that's a 5. Walker, sitting dead red, smashes his ball center field. DiMaggio on his horse. He's not going to get there. It's going to be off the wall. A 1-out double for Larry Walker. As Mike Piazza, the Met catcher, strides to the plate. Piazza with 36 home runs and a .300 batting average in 2001. Chance to give the National Leaguers a lead here. Feller peeks over his shoulder at Walker, now looks in at Dickey. He deals to Piazza. Piazza looking for the 2-1 column, and he will not get it. That's a 5-2. How do you do off the Feller card? Feller needs to come up big. 5-2 to Piazza. And Piazza's going to have a clutch hit here, possibly, as that's a 19. So Piazza looking to drive in the first run. Line shot to a leaping Cronin at short. Walker dives back to second as they almost double him up. What a play by Cronin, the Red Sox shortstop. And there's 2 away, and that'll bring up the Atlanta Brave Chipper Jones. Jones, switch hitter, batting lefty off Bob Feller. Feller has been hit hard this inning, but still has not given up a run. 2 outs. Walker at second will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Chipper Jones. Feller deals Chipper Jones a 4-6 off the Feller card. 4-6. Pick up some sticks. 4-6. Breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Walker is stranded at second. Feller claps his mitt and jogs off the mound towards the dugout. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here at Briggs Stadium. Due up for the 41 American League All-Stars, Ted Williams, Joe Cronin, and Heath. Teddy ball game. 406, 37 home runs, a splendid splinter. Will face the hard-throwing, lanky lefty, Randy Johnson. The unit kicks and deals to Williams, and the splendid splinter gets a 3-8. Column of choice. Column of choice for Ted Williams. Will he take advantage? It's a 10 on the split. So Ted Williams will single right up the middle to center field. So a good piece of hitting by Ted Williams. And that's the first hit for the American League All-Stars of 41. Williams at first, no outs, 80% chance of stealing. Again, the computer, let me make sure that is correct. Yep, the computer is playing as both teams. I will make changes if necessary. So Williams at first. I could make him steal, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to let the computer play it out. Helton is not holding him on. And Joe Cronin at the plate. Again, the National Leaguers of 2001 look to turn 2 with Aurelian Kent up the middle. Cronin looking for the 2-1. Williams is standing pat. Here's the pitch from Johnson to Cronin. And it is a 5-9. A 5-9 off the Johnson card. 5-9 to Joe Cronin. Williams at first, no outs. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 1 out, 1 on for Jeff Heath. 340, 24 homers. Left-handed batter. Lefty-lefty matchup. Will Williams go now? Johnson takes a peek at first. Williams not going. He deals to Heath. And that is a 2-8 to Heath. 2-8 to Heath from Johnson. Ground ball to Aurelia. Over to Kent. They can't turn 2. As a good slide prevents that from Williams. As Kent just eats the ball. Heath's on first with a fielder's choice. So 2 outs. Heath will be off on contact. Jimmy Fox, the Boston Red Sox first baseman, is at the plate. The monster, Jimmy Fox, the beast. I believe it was either the monster or the beast. And Johnson, again, looks towards first at Heath. Helton, though, is playing behind him. Piazza pounds a mitt, sets the target. Heath can't get the lead as Helton sneaks in behind him. Now Johnson's attention goes to Jimmy Fox. Pitch homeward bound to Fox. He's looking for the 1-2. He's going to get a 6-4. Someone's going to be shown the door on the 6-4. 6-4 off the Johnson card to Jimmy Fox. That's a fly ball out to center field. And that's a 1. That is a 1. Jimmy Fox strikes this ball well to the gap. Giles on his horse. That's an 11. He's not going to get there. As that ball splits Bonds and Giles, rattles around, racing all the way around from first is Heath. He scores on the 2-out triple by Jimmy Fox. He stands at third, clapping his hands. 1-0, 1941 All-Stars of the American League. So Jimmy Fox gaps Bonds and Giles, racing all the way around first. From first all the way around to home plate was Heath. 1-0, 41 squad. Another big ribby standing at third base for Charlie Keller, the designated hitter from the New York Yankees. 311, 33 homers, lefty-lefty matchup. Johnson wants to keep it a 1-run deficit. He kicks and deals to Keller, and that's a 6-11 off the Johnson card. 6-11. Fox at third, 2 outs, 1-0, 41 American League All-Stars. Fly ball right field, 17 on the split. On the run is Sammy Sosa. He's already made a fantastic diving catch. Will he do it again? And that's a 6. And Sammy Sosa will rob Keller of extra bases once again down the line. He stretches out and makes the catch. Unbelievable. Stranded at third is Jimmy Fox, but the 41 All-Stars get on the board first with a 2-out triple from Fox, scoring Heath. 1-0, top of the third. Due up for the 2001 National League All-Stars, Kent, Aurelia, and Giles. Jeff Kent, right-handed batter, 298, 22 homers. Bob Feller back up on the mound, was hit quite hard in the top of the second, but did not give up any runs. Kent looking for the 3-2. Here's the pitch from Feller. And it's a 3-7. So Feller misses location. Kent will get a pitch to grip and rip, possibly. 3-7 to Kent. And that's a 16. Kent's going to strike this ball quite well as he sends it to left center field. Williams and DiMaggio will not get there. It'll be a leadoff double for Jeff Kent. So the second hit for the National League All-Stars of 2001, and it's a double once again. And here comes Rich Aurelia, the number 9 batter, and your lineup's pretty stoked. If Rich Aurelia, the number 9 batter, 324 and 37 home runs. Corners are playing in. That is nonsensical. Aurelia is not bunting, even though he isn't a bunter. Here's the pitch to Aurelia. He's swinging away. Feller deals Aurelia a 6-11. Will Feller come up big? 6-11 to Rich Aurelia from the Giants. Ground ball to short. Cronin's up with it. Looks Kent back. Fires to Fox. 1 down. Kent at second. Top of the order, Brian Giles. He flew out in his first plate appearance. He's looking for a 2-6. Feller peeks over his shoulder. The windup and the pitch to Giles. And that is a 2-3 to Giles. Giles, column of choice. Feller misses location. 2-3. Giles jacks that ball deep to right. Heath just turns and looks. It is gone. Upper deck for Brian Giles. And it's 2-1. 2001 National League All-Stars. Brian Giles gave that ball a ride. Boom goes the ball, and Brian Giles touches them all. Kent greets Giles at the plate. along with Todd Helton, and it's now 2-1. Feller has been hit quite hard in these last 2 innings, and now he has paid for it. Here comes Todd Helton. He struck out. Left-handed batter from the Colorado Rockies. Dickey goes through the sign, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Todd Helton, and that's a 5-8 off the Feller card. 5-8 to Todd Helton. Ground ball, second base, Bobby Doerr. He fields it cleanly. He'll throw to Fox at first, his teammate. And that's a 13. And that's out number 2. Scoring at home, 4-3. Doerr to Fox. So 2 outs, base is empty, and here comes Barry Bonds. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. Bonds, 73 homers, 328 batting average. Feller takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Bonds, looking for the 1-3 column. Instead, Feller makes a tough pitch there. That's a 5-8 off the Feller card. 5-8, hoping to retire Bonds for a second time. 5-8. Ground ball to Bobby Doerr at second. That's an 18. He fields it like a kid getting some candy. He throws to first. And that's a 13. And the side is retired. So once again, rinse and repeat. Doerr to Fox. But the National Leaguers get a 2-run homer from Brian Giles, and they now lead 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. Due up for the American League All-Stars of 1941. Bill Dickey, Bobby Doerr, and Cecil Travis. I should be able to remember that name, Cecil. All right, here's Bill Dickey, the Yankee catcher, 284, 7 home runs. Left-handed batter facing the big unit, the hard-throwing lefty of the Arizona Diamondbacks. With a 1-run lead now. He deals to Dickey, and that's a 6-10. I don't think that's where you want to be on the Johnson card. 6-10 to Bill Dickey. Ground ball to Rich Aurelia at short. That is a 6 on the split. It's going to be a tough play for Aurelia. He throws across the diamond. And that's an 11. And that's going to be out number 1. So a nice play by Aurelia. Ranging well to his left. Backhands it. Fires deep from the hole. Helton digs it out of the dirt. 1 down. Bobby Doerr steps to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Doerr had 16 homers in 1941. Johnson looks in. Piazza sets the target. Here's the pitch to Bobby Doerr, and that's a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66 off the Johnson card for Doerr. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Johnson picks up his second K, so there's 2 outs, base is empty for Cecil Travis. He grounded into a double play. Travis, 359, only 7 home runs. On deck, Joe DiMaggio. Another lefty-lefty matchup for the big unit. His giraffe-like delivery. Here's the pitch to Travis, and that's a 3-10. Travis, 3-10, looking to grip and rip. 3-10, and Travis will single as he shoots that right back up the middle over the tall one's head. Tying run at first, and here comes Joe DiMaggio, the Yankees center fielder. 0 for 1, he flew out. Travis, 70% chance of stealing. I don't think he'll be going. He's not. Here's the pitch to Joe DiMaggio. Johnson deals DiMaggio a 5-7. 5-7 to DiMaggio. Fastball. Inside corner. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Johnson pumps his fist as he strikes out Jolton Joe DiMaggio. We go to the top of the 4th. The 2001 National League All-Stars 2. The 1941 American League All-Stars 1. Sammy Sosa is at the plate, followed by Walker and Piazza. Sosa struck out against Bob Feller. He's made 2 magnificent catches in right. Feller deals to Sosa, and that's a 6-7 to Sammy. A 6-7 off the Feller card to Sosa. And that's a 15. Sammy's going to hit this ball hard. Jumps all over the fastball. And he lines out to Travis. He hit the ball on the screws, but right at the third baseman, Cecil Travis. 1 out. Larry Walker 1 for 1 with a double. He was stranded at second, though. Back in the second. Feller rubs up the baseball, back up on the bump. The windup and the pitch to Walker, looking for the 1-6 column. Pitch homeward bound. It's a 5-5. A 5-5 to Walker. Off-speed pitch. Strike 3 looking. Fooled him badly. Walker was sitting dead red. There's 2 outs, and Ken Castro's at the ballpark. Ken, if you just joined us, it's 2-1. 2001 National League All-Stars over the 1941 American League All-Stars. So 2 outs. Piazza's at the plate. He lined out. Piazza, tremendous power for a catcher. Dickey goes through the signs. Feller nods his head. He deals to Mike Piazza. 2 outs, no one on. 2-1 National League All-Stars. That's a 1-11. And Piazza's going to get a pitch to grip and rip on the 1-11. 1-11 with an 18. So Piazza will hit this ball hard. Sitting dead red. Hard hit ball to Travis. He's up with it, throws to Fox, and the side is retired. Great reaction by Travis at third. Bottom of the fourth, still 2-1. 2001 National Leaguers over the 1941 American Leaguers due up. Ted Williams, Joe Cronin, and Jeff Heath. Ted Williams singled his first time up. 406 batting average. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch from the big unit to the splendid splinter. And that's a 1-6 to Teddy Ballgame. Ballgame. Teddy will see a good pitch. 1-6 to Williams. And that's a 1. Williams is going to hit this ball deep and far. Center field. Giles on the run. It's going to go off the wall. And it's a leadoff double for Ted Williams. Oh my Lord, had he hit it 6 inches higher, that is a game-tying homer. Ted Williams now 2 for 2, a single and a double. He is a triple and a homer away from the cycle. Here comes Joe Cronin. Cronin is an A bunter, but he's going to swing away. That's what it looks like to me. Williams, 1-13 runner. Kent will try to keep him close. Cronin looking to tie it up here. He struck out his first time up against Johnson. Johnson pays no heed to Williams at second. The windup and the pitch from the tall one to Cronin. Cronin looking for the 2-1, and that's going to be 6s across the board. 666. So that's a 612 off the Johnson card. 612 and a 15. Cronin, chance to knock in Williams from second. Line shot! Aurelia takes a step and a dive to his right. And that's out number 1. He just saved a hit and a possible RBI. Williams gets back to second quite quickly. So 1 out. Williams at second for Jeff Heath, who got on a fielder's choice. As the runner was forced out at second, it was Ted Williams, I believe, who was forced out at second. So now it's up to Heath. 340 batting average, 24 homers. And he had 123 runners knocked in 1941. Williams takes his lead. He awaits the Johnson offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. And that is a 5-7. A 5-7 from Johnson to Heath. 1 out, Williams at second, 5-7. Fastball. Swing and a miss, strike 3, chased high and away. So a leadoff double might go for naught. Williams still standing at second with 2 outs, but here comes Jimmy Fox. He tripled and knocked in the first run of the ball game and the only run so far for the 41 American League All-Stars. Williams will be off on contact, a few extra steps for the not-so-speedy Ted Williams. Johnson shakes off Piazza. Now the tall lefty deals to the beast, Jimmy Fox. And there's the pitch. It is a 2-11. 2-11 off the Fox card. He's ready to grip and rip once again. Column of choice, 2-11. Fastball, high and tight. He doesn't chase, ball 4. So Jimmy Fox was geared up, but he didn't chase the high, tight fastball. 2 outs, 2 on. Williams at second. Fox, the go-ahead run at first. And here comes Charlie Keller, the Yankee player, the designated hitter. He flew out the first time against the big unit. Johnson rubs up that baseball. It looks like a pea in his big hands. Back up on the bump. Looks in at Piazza. Piazza sets the target. Here's the pitch to Charlie Keller. 2 outs, 2 on. Runners off on contact. 2-1 game for the National Leaguers. And that is a 5-5 off the Johnson card. Will he get out of the jam on the 5-5? We shall see. 5-5. Fastball. Strike 3 looking. Outside corner. Great job by Piazza framing it. The American Leaguers of 41 strand 2. We go to the top of the 5th. Still 2-1. National League All-Stars of 2001. Due up for the National Leaguers, Jones, Kent, and Aurelia to face Bob Feller. Jones is 0-for-1 with a strikeout, looking for the 1-6 column. Here's the pitch from Feller to Chipper Jones. And that is a 6-3. What will it be? We shall see. 6-3 off the Feller card. And that is a 16. Feller really not hitting his spots. Jones gets a good pitch to grip and rip. Hard hit ball to door. He backhands it. Throws to first. 1 down. That'll bring up Jeff Kent. He has doubled. Right-handed batter. Dickey goes out to have a word with Feller. Doesn't like that he's not hitting location. Ken Castro in the chat says, I forgot what a good year Brian Giles had in 2001. He had an outstanding year, and I'll show you. 309, 37 doubles, 7 triples, 37 homers, 95 ribbies. All right, back to the ball game. Here's the pitch from Feller to Kent. Kent looking to go 2 for 2, and that's a 5-12 to Kent. 5-12 off the Feller card. 5-12. That's going to be a ball hit to Bobby Doerr, and Bobby Doerr is like a human vacuum cleaner over there, gobbling up everything and throwing to first. And that's a 10. Low throw, and scooped out of the dirt by Jimmy Fox. 2 down. So Doerr to Fox, 2 away. Base is empty. 2-1 National Leaguers, and that will bring up Rich Aurelia. Aurelia grounded out. He's 0-for-1. Feller kicks and fires to Aurelia, looking for a 1-2-3 inning, and that's a 3-7. 3-7 to Aurelia off his card. Not a column of choice, though. 3-7. Fly ball to DiMaggio in center. DiMaggio coming in. He makes the catch. The side is retired. Bottom of the 5th. The 2001 National League All-Stars 2. The 1941 American League All-Stars 1. Due up for the American Leaguers, Dickey, Doerr, and Travis. Bill Dickey grounded out. He's 0-for-1. Johnson deals to Dickey. And that is a 2-9. Dickey ready to grip and rip on the 2-9. 2-9. Dickey goes the other way. That's a single to left past the dive of Aurelia at short. So Dickey's at first. Corners move in for Bobby Doerr. He is an A bunter. Will Doerr bunt? Helton is holding on. Dickey, 70% chance of stealing. Doerr's 1-for-2. He singled and struck out. Dickey had thoughts of stealing. They throw over. He gets back. And now the full attention goes to Bobby Doerr. Here's the pitch. Doerr squares the bunt. He puts it down. He fouls it off. He's going to bunt again. What a good bunt with 2 strikes. Jones comes in from third, fields it bare hand, throws to Helton. 1 down. So with 2 strikes, they have tremendous confidence in Bobby Doerr. They keep the bunt on, and he advances the tying run. Bill Dickey to second. Dickey, a slow runner, 1 through 10. He's in scoring position for Cecil Travis, who was banged into a double play and singled, as he lined one over the tall one's head to center, his last plate appearance. 1 out. Dickey stands at second. Here's the pitch to Cecil Travis, looking for the 1-3 column. He's going to get a 5 and a 9. So that's off the Johnson card. 5-9 to Cecil Travis from Randy Johnson. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chased high and away. Johnson now has 6 Ks. And it comes up to Joe DiMaggio, who is 0 for 2. Dickey will be off on contact. Those few extra steps could be huge. DiMaggio has flown out and struck out. The big unit has had the Yankee Clippers number. Can Joltin' Joe get revenge here? He awaits the Johnson offering. Pitch homeward bound. And it is a 3-3. What will it be? We shall see off the Joltin' Joe DiMaggio card. 3-3 to Joltin' Joe DiMaggio. And that is a walk. He does not chase the ball in the dirt. So it's 2 outs, 2 on. Dickey's at second, the tying run. And the go-ahead run in Joltin' Joe DiMaggio at first, 1 through 16 base runner. And stepping to the plate, 2 for 2, the splendid splinter, Ted Williams. He has singled and doubled. He needs a triple and a home run for the cycle. Ken Castro says, regarding Brian Giles, 291 lifetime hitter, 16 home runs to 39 home runs in 1 year. Wink, wink. All right, Teddy Ballgame digs in to once again do battle, lefty-lefty style against the big unit. The windup and the pitch from Johnson to Williams. And it is a 2-7 off the Williams card. 2-7 to Teddy Ballgame. 2 outs, 2 on. He strikes this ball well to center. Giles on the run, reaches up, and he makes the catch. The side is retired. Williams kicks the dirt in disgust. We go to the top of the 6th. The National Leaguers of 2001-2 and the American Leaguers of 1941-1 as they strand 2 runners to end the inning. Due up the top of the order for the National League, Giles, Helton, and Bonds to face Bob Feller. Feller, so far in 5 innings, 3 hits, no walks, 4 Ks. He gave up a 2-run homer to this man at the plate, Brian Giles. He kicks and deals to Giles. Giles looking for the 2-6. And it is a 1-8. A 1-8 off the Giles card. Not a column of choice for Brian. 1-8. 1-8. But he works a walk. So Giles is at first, Fox holding him on. Here comes Todd Helton, corners playing in, which is ridiculous to me because Helton hit 49 home runs. But they're playing their corners in. Again, the computer's managing both of these teams here. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and ground out. They're hoping for a double play here. Here's the pitch from Feller to Helton. And that is a 5-7 to Todd Helton off the Bob Feller card. 5-7. Will it be a double play ball? No, it shan't, as it's a 1 on the split. That ball is struck to center field, and DiMaggio's not going to get there. Off the wall, double. Will they wave Giles around? No, they hold him up at third with no outs. So it's second and third. Feller really has been hit quite hard in this game. And here comes Barry Bonds. Infield in. They're going to pitch to Bonds. Bonds 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Infield in. Helton at second. Giles at third. Bonds at the plate. Dickey wiggles the fingers, sets the target. And that's it. They've seen enough of Bob Feller. He has been removed as Del Baker brings in Al Benton to pitch to Barry Bonds. Let's give you Benton's numbers. Al Benton in 1941 pitched for the Detroit Tigers. 15-6 with 7 saves, 2.96 earned run average. He did start 14 games. Struck out 63, walked 65, so some control issues there. And gave up 11 gopher balls. Infield still playing in. Benton's done with his warm-up tosses. Bonds back in the batter's box. He's 0 for 2. Benton deals to Bonds. And that is a 6-5 off the Benton card. 6-5 infield in. Here's the pitch to Bonds. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. DiMaggio going back at the track, reaches up, makes the catch, tagging up and trotting in from third is Giles. Bonds with the sac fly picks up his first RBI, and it's now 3-1 National Leaguers here with one out in the top of the sixth, and Helton still standing at second. So here comes Sammy Sosa. He is 0 for 2. He's glad Feller's out of the game. Sosa magnificent with the glove on 2 plays in right field, robbing extra bases twice from the 41 American League All-Stars. Here's the pitch from Benton to Sosa. And that's a 6-5 off the Benton card. 6-5 to Sosa. Ground ball to first. Fox is up with it. He tosses to Benton, who steps on the bag. 2 down. Advancing to third is Helton. Now bring up Larry Walker. Walker's 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. Benton nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Walker, who's looking for the 1-3. And he's going to get a 5-8, so Benton has done his job. Might get out of this situation with only 1 inherited runner scoring. That's a 5-8 to Walker. 5-8 to Walker off the Benton card. Ground ball to Bobby Doerr at second. It's a 16. Bobby Doerr fields it cleanly. He'll throw to first. Oh boy. And Bobby Doerr will throw low. And that's going to get by Jimmy Fox. And scoring from third on the error is Helton. So Bobby Doerr commits his first faux pas. He made a nice play on the hard hit ball. Had all day in the world. Threw in the dirt. Fox couldn't dig it out. It gets by him. That's an unearned run. And an error on Bobby Doerr. It's now 4-1 National Leaguers with Mike Piazza at the plate. Mets catcher's 0 for 2. He's looking for the 2-4 column. Benton's looking to get the third and final out. Walker at first being held on by Fox. Here's the pitch to Piazza. And that's a 1-4 to Mike Piazza, who's going to be shown the door on the 1-4. 1-4 Piazza, hard hit ball to third. Travis has it, throws to Fox. The side is retired, but the National Leaguers of 2001 get 2. They now lead 4-1. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and Randy Johnson's back up on the bump, towing the rubber. So far for Johnson's 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, 6 Ks, 1 run. He will face Cronin, Heath, and Fox. Cronin is 0 for 2. He's struck out and lined out. The tall lefty deals to Joe Cronin, and that is a 5-9 to Cronin. 5-9 to Joe Cronin. Fastball. Rinse and repeat. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. K number 7 for the big unit. 1 down. Here comes Jeff Heath. He's 0 for 2. He's reached on a fielder's choice and struck out. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Heath. Johnson deals Heath a 6-10. You don't want to be there. 6-10 to Heath from Johnson. Ground ball to short and Rich Aurelia. That's a 7. Aurelia will have to make another tough play. He's already made one magnificent play deep in the hole to his left at short. He throws across the diamond, and that's a 4, and that's going to be thrown away. So Aurelia makes the tough fielding play, moving towards his right, but then throws low past Helton. So Heath is on the E6. And here comes Jimmy Fox, who has tripled and knocked in a run and walked. Fox with 19 homers with a 300 batting average in 1941. A 2-run shot would bring the American Leaguers to within 1. Helton holding on Heath. 80% chance of stealing. Piazza has a noodle arm. He's going nowhere, though. Down by 3. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Fox. And Johnson deals him a 2-5. Oh, boy. 2-5 off the Fox card. 2-5. And Jimmy Fox will do the foxtrot down to first, as that's another walk. So he's on base for the 3rd time. And here comes a tying run to the plate in Charlie Keller. Keller 0 for 2. He has flown out and struck out. 1 out. Heath at second. Fox at first. Keller at the plate. Piazza goes through the signs. Johnson nods his head. The big windup. And no, that is it. Johnson's coming out of the game. Johnson is coming out of the game. Bobby Valentine calls for time. And coming in the game will be Jeff Shaw. So Randy Johnson can win it. He cannot lose it. He can only win it as the tying run is at the plate. Johnson's only responsible for Heath at second and Fox at first. So let's look at Shaw's numbers. Jeff Shaw, 3 wins, 5 losses, 43 saves. With a 3.62 earned run average, he struck out 58, walked 18, gave up 10 gopher balls. Remember, Keller hit 33 home runs with a .298 batting average. Shaw is a right-handed batter and tremendously tough against lefties. 9L. Let's just look at the Keller card here. 74%. So Keller, even though Shaw's tough on lefties, he's going to stay in there. Shaw's tough on righties. Keller's tough on righties at the plate. Shaw hoping to strike him out or get a double play ball. Keller hoping for a different results. 1 out, 2 on, 4-1 National Leaguers. Here's the pitch, homeward bound to Charlie Keller, the New York Yankee, and he gets a 4-10, and that's not going to be bueno. 4-10 off the Shaw card. 4-10 to Keller. 4-10, and that's going to be a fly ball the other way to left. Barry Bonds going back in front of the track, makes the catch, 2 away. Heath bluffs but does not go. So 2 outs, 2 on for the Yankee catcher Bill Dickey, and he loves to hit right-handed pitching. Will they stick with Shaw? Dickey has grounded out and singled. Heath and Fox will be off on contact. Shaw nods his head. Piazza sets the target. Here's the pitch to Dickey, and that is a 2-9 to Bill Dickey. Column of choice. 2-9 Dickey ready to grip and rip. 2-9 to Bill Dickey. And that's a 4! Bill Dickey will hit this ball to the gap. He will clear the bases with a 2-out triple. As that ball splits Giles and Sosa, Heath scores, Fox scores, and Bill Dickey stands at third, frantically clapping his hands. The 1941 American League All-Stars have pulled to within 1. They have scored all 3 of their runs on triples. First by Jimmy Fox, the Red Sox, and now by Bill Dickey, the Yankee. So 4-3, 2 outs. Bobby Doerr, the leadoff batter from the Boston Red Sox, the man whose error has given the National Leaguers an extra run. He is 1 for 2. He has singled, struck out, and had a sac bunt. Righty-righty matchup. And Doerr loves right-handed pitching. 6R. 4-3. What a ball game here in Detroit at Briggs Stadium. Doerr looking to tie it. Shaw looking to close the door. He kicks and deals to Bobby Doerr. Doerr looking for the 2-5. Dickey, the tying run, stands at third. Pitch homeward bound. It is 3s across the board. It is a 3-6 to Bobby Doerr. 3-6 to the Red Sox second baseman. And Bobby Doerr will single past the dive of Kent up the middle. Dickey scores from third. We have a tie ball game. 4-4. So Bobby Doerr makes up for that hideous error at second. We are tied at 4. Jeff Shaw could not close the door on Bobby Doerr. And now with 2 outs, go-ahead run at first. Doerr, 75% chance of stealing second. Helton is playing behind him, it looks like. And here comes Cecil Travis. He is 1 for 3. He's grounded into a double play, singled, and struck out. Will they stick with Shaw? Travis, a 2R, left-handed batter. They're going to stick with Shaw. Doerr will be off on contact. Few extra steps for a gap shot to possibly score from first. Here's the pitch to Cecil Travis, and that is a 4-6 to Cecil. Off the Shaw card. 4-6 to Travis. 4-6. Curveball. Swing and a miss. Fooled badly on the breaking pitch. But the American Leaguers of 1941 score 3 times, led by the 2-out triple by Dickey and then the clutch single by Dorr. We're tied at 4 as we go to the top of the 7th here at Briggs Stadium. Due up for the 2001 National League All-Stars, Chipper Jones, Jeff Kent, and Rich Aurelia to face Al Benton, who's back on the bump in relief of an ineffective Bob Feller. Chipper Jones is 0 for 2. He struck out and ground out. Benton, the righty, deals to the switch-hitting Jones, who's batting lefty. Pitch homeward bound, and that's a 4-9 to Chipper Jones. Off the Benton card, 4-9 to Jones. And a 10 split. So Chipper Jones is going to jump on that pitch. And he'll send it to center field. DiMaggio racing back, makes the catch. 1 down, so Chipper Jones just missed his pitch. 1 out, no one on. Top of the 7th. Tie ball game at 4. Jeff Kent 1 for 2, a double and a ground out. Kent, 22 home runs in 2001. 1 swing of the bat can make it 5-4. Benton kicks and fires to Kent. And that's a 6-11 off the Benton card. 6-11 to Jeff Kent. 6-11. Fly ball, right field, a 4. Not going to get there is Heath. Extra bases. An 11. So it's going to be a double as Heath's range kills him there. A 1-out double for Jeff Kent down the line. I don't think anyone really could get that ball as it rattles around in the corner. So Kent, the go-ahead run, stands at second. 1 through 13 base runner Rich Aurelia, who's 0 for 2, steps to the plate. Chance to give the National Leaguers of 2001 the lead again as this game goes back and forth. Benton peeks over his shoulder. Dorr tries to keep Kent close. Now he deals to Aurelia, looking for the 2-4. Here's the pitch to Rich Aurelia, and it's a 1-7 to Aurelia. 1-7, not a column of choice off his card. 1-7 with a 17. So Aurelia, sitting dead red, hits the ball on the screws. Travis takes a step and a dive to his right, and he robs Rich Aurelia of a single to left. Possibly would have scored Kent, and there's 2 away. Travis from his knees just smiles. And now bring up Brian Giles, who's 1 for 2. His one hit, a 2-run homer back in the 3rd off Bob Feller. Prior to it, he flew out, and after it, he walked. So a 4-4 ball game. Kent will be off on contact. Will they stick with Al Benton? Benton's ready to work. They have confidence in Benton. Here's the pitch to Giles, and he's looking for the 2-4. Oh, boy, that's a 2-7. So Giles, 2-7 to Brian Giles, and a 7. And Brian Giles has done it again. It's going to be a 2-out double as he was sitting on that pitch. A double to right center field. Kent scores from second, and it's 5-4, the 2001 National League All-Stars. Giles has driven in 3. Benton shakes his head in disgust. He hung that breaking pitch. And here comes Todd Helton, 1 for 3 with a double. He's also struck out and grounded out. Dickey sets the target. Here's the pitch to Helton. 2 outs. Runner at second, Brian Giles. 5-4 National Leaguers. That's a 6-5 off the Benton card. 6-5 to Helton. Fly ball center field to Jolton Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio moving back. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. But Brian Giles does it again with a 2-out double. The National Leaguers take the lead right back. 5-4, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Trivia question. What player has hit the most home runs in a season for the San Francisco Giants with 73? Are you kidding me? Barry Bonds, as we are featuring Barry Bonds in this game. The answer, shockingly, Barry Bonds in 2001. That's pretty funny. All right, so Jeff Shaw, who blew the save situation and allowed the 1941 American League All-Stars to tie it, is back up on the bump the chance to win it. He will face DiMaggio, Williams, and Cronin. Joltin' Joe DiMaggio glad to see the big unit gone, as he was 0 for 2. He flew out, struck out. He did walk in the 5th against Johnson. Shaw deals to DiMaggio, the Yankee Clipper, looking for his first hit here in this game for the ages. And that's a 4-6 to Joltin' Joe DiMaggio off the Shaw card. 4-6 to DiMaggio. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Curveball drops off the plate. DiMaggio is just out of sorts here. 1 out, no one on. Tying run comes a blatant, and Ted Williams. 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Last time he flew out deep. Williams, 37 homers, 406 batting average. One swing of the bat could tie it up from the Splendid Splinter. Shaw takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Teddy Ballgame. And Williams is dealt a 2-7. A 2-7 to Ted Williams. 2-7 to the Splendid Splinter. 1 out, no one on. And he's going to hit this ball deep to center field. Giles goes racing back at the track, makes the catch, 2 away. Again, Williams disgusted with himself. So there's 2 outs, no one on. Here's Joe Cronin, 0 for 3. Shortstop from the Boston Red Sox. He has struck out, lined out, and struck out. And he's better against lefties. Will they go to the bench? I mean, you got Dominic DiMaggio, but he's better against lefties too. You got Gordon, 2 righty. Tibbetts, he played for the Red Sox, I believe. Let's just click on that. You're not going to see it, but... No, he was with Detroit then. Okay, he was not... So Birdie Tibbetts went to the Red Sox by 46. So let's see. And you have... Tibbetts would be possible, but... They're going to stick with Joe Cronin, who had the better average. 0 for 3. 2 outs, bases empty. Cronin did have 16 homers with that .311 batting average. Shaw looking for the 3rd and final out here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch of Joe Cronin. He's looking for the 2-5, and he's not... Oh, he does! He gets the 5, so he gets a column of choice off the Shaw card. 5-8. Let's see what Cronin does with a 5-8. He's ready to grip and rip. 5-8 to Joe Cronin. And it's a 16. Cronin strikes this ball well. But did he strike it well enough? He crushes it. Center field, Giles racing back. He leaps. It's off his glove. It stays in the ballpark. And Cronin is in at second. He almost went to third, but he gets back. Giles saves a game-tying home run. Doesn't make the catch, but it's off his glove. And Cronin will get a 2-out double. Tying run at second for Jeff Heath. Heath is 0 for 3. Force out, strikeout, and reached on the Rich Aurelia error from short. As Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming says, very enjoyable listening to this, enjoying the nice evening. Well, thank you, my friend. Remember to check out and purchase, if you're a boxing fan or a sports fan, Card and Dice, Glory Days Boxing. And you can get that where you get payoff pitch. So just type in payoff pitch. I believe it's sidelinesports.com, but just type in payoff pitch. I have purchased Glory Days Boxing. I love it. And we'll continue with our 10-star elite tournament this coming weekend. We have 2 bouts up on the channel already. Marciano Frazier, a battle for the ages, and also Tunney versus Jeffries. No slouch in itself. All right, so the tying run, Cronin at second, Heath at the plate, 0 for 3. And that's it. Shaw's coming out. Billy Wagner's coming in. Wagner in 2001 pitched for the Houston Astros. 2 wins, 5 losses, 39 saves. So it's a save opportunity for Wagner. He gave up 5 gopher balls, striking out 79, walking 20 in 63 innings pitched. Wagner is a lefty. And Heath is a lefty. Let's see if they'll switch now. Will they go to a pinch hitter? No, Heath's going to hit. So lefty-lefty matchup. Cronin's at second. He'll be off on contact. 5-4. Giles saved a home run. He didn't make the catch, but he kept the ball in the ballpark when Cronin crushed one to center. Here's the pitch to Heath from Billy Wagner. And that is a 1-6. Oh boy, 1-6. Column of choice. Wagner misses location. Can Heath take advantage on the 1-6? Cronin off on contact. It's a single to center. Will they wave Cronin around? He's a slow run, and he scores! As Giles, with a +1 arm, the ball is cut off. A clutch 2-out single by Heath. Lefty-lefty matchup. Heath singles up the middle, and we're tied at 5. So the National Leaguers of 2001 have now blown 2 save opportunities, and here comes the beast, Jimmy Fox. He tripled knocking in the first run for the American Leaguers. Since then, he's walked twice. And Fox feasts on left-handed pitching. Go ahead run at first, and Heath, 75% chance of stealing. Will he be going? He's running! He's running on the noodle arm, Mike Piazza. Here's the throw from Piazza. It's a 9. It's a 9. That won't be in time. Sliding in safely on a horrible throw from Piazza as it bounced to Kent is Heath. So the go-ahead run is at second. And he's tremendous speed, 1 through 16. Jimmy Fox looking to knock in his second run. If he does, it's a 6-5 lead. Unless he goes yard, then it's 7-5. Wagner, who's already blown the save, just like his predecessor, takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Fox. Fox looking for the 1-2. Go ahead run at second and Heath. Here's the pitch from Wagner, and it's 6s across the board. You get your kicks on Route 66. That's a 6-12 to the beast Jimmy Fox off the Wagner card. And that's a ground ball. Back to Wagner. Wagner will not make the play. It's a 14. So that ball goes up the middle. Heath should score on this slow hit ball. And no, they don't wave him around. Unbelievable. They do not wave him around. As that ball bounced past the mound, Heath should have scored, in my opinion. The ball did reach the outfield. I mean, Giles put a charge on it, but he has a +1 arm. So now runners on the corners with 2 outs, and here's the Yankee Charlie Keller, the designated hitter. He is 0 for 3. He's flown out twice and struck out. Lefty-lefty matchup. Will they stick with Keller, who does hit lefties quite well? He had 33 home runs with a .311 batting average in 41. Fox at first. Heath, the go-ahead run at third, 90 feet away. Here's the pitch from Wagner to Keller, and it's not with love. And that is a 2-9. Oh boy, 2-9 to Charlie Keller. Wagner misses location. Will Keller make him pay? 2-9. Hanging, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Oh my lord. Wagner hung a breaking pitch. Keller over excited, over exuberous, however you want to put it, swings over a kill me curve. But the 1941 American League All-Stars tie it up with a run of their own in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th, knotted at 5 here in Detroit at Briggs Stadium. What a fabulous, fabulous ball game. Due up for the National Leaguers of 2001, Bonds, Sosa, and Walker. That is a plethora of homers. 73 for Bonds, 64 for Sosa, and 38. A mere 38 for Larry Walker. And if anyone gets on, Mike Piazza with 36. Barry Bonds is 0 for 2, does have a sac fly for an RBI. They're guarding the lines in the 5-5 ball game. Travis, guarding at third, Fox at first. Benton back up on the bump. He has pitched 2 innings, given up 2 hits, no walks, struck out none. Here's the pitch from Benton to Bonds. You want to stay off the Bonds card. He had 73 homers. And it is a 6-8, so good job by Benton staying off the Bonds card. He makes a tough pitch. 6-8 to Bonds. Will he go 0 for 3? 6-8. Bonds crushes that ball right at Cronin at short, 1 down. So Bonds hits it on the screws, but right at Joe Cronin, who caught the ball in self-defense, for God's sake. So 1 out, no one on for Sammy Sosa. Sosa's made 2 magnificent plays down the right field line, robbing extra bases from the American Leaguers, but he's 0 for 3 at the plate. Benton kicks and fires to Sammy Sosa, and that is a 5-5 to Sosa. Benton pitching tough, 5-5 to Sammy. Breaking pitch. Swing and a miss. Sosa way out in front. 2 up, 2 down. American Leaguers wing the ball around the infield. Back to Benton now. Benton rubbing it up off the mound. As striding to the left-hander's batter's box is Larry Walker. He's 1 for 3 with a double. He's also struck out and reached on an error by Bobby Doerr, which end up scoring a run on the error by Doerr. 5-5. Walker with 1 swing in the back could tie it. Benton looks in at Dickey, the Yankee catcher. Here's the pitch to Larry Walker. Walker's looking for a 1-3. He really wants that 1 column. And he's not going to get it. It's a 2-3. We shall see the 2-3 off the Walker column. So a 2 and a 3 to Larry Walker. 2-3. Ground ball to Fox. He backhands it. Underhand toss to Benton, who steps on the first base bag. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Knotted at 5 here in Detroit at Briggs Stadium. The battle of the ages. 2001 National League All-Stars against the 1941 American League All-Stars. And Billy Wagner on the mound. He's blown a save just like his predecessor. Shaw, so 2 blown saves in this game for the National Leaguers. So it's going to be Bill Dickey, then the top of the order, Bobby Doerr and Cecil Travis. Bill Dickey's 2 for 3, a triple, and 2 runs knocked in. It was that clutch triple that really brought the American Leaguers back. Here's the pitch to the Yankee catcher. The National Leaguers guarding the line with Jones at third and Helton at first. Pitch inbound to Bill Dickey, and that's a 4-8. 4-8 off the Wagner card. 4-8. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down and away. Top of the order, Bobby Doerr, who's 2 for 3 with a ribby. Also made that crucial error. Doerr, 282 with 16 home runs in 1941. He awaits the Wagner offering. Here's the pitch to Bobby Doerr. And that's a 1-10 to Bobby Doerr. 1-10 to Doerr. That's a fly ball. Out to left. Bonds coming in. And he'll make the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 8th, we're tied at 5. And here's Cecil Travis. Third baseman's 1 for 4. Travis only had 7 homers, but did bat .359. On deck, Joe DiMaggio, who's had a tough day. Travis 1 hit, was a single. He struck out twice and grounded into a double play. Wants to get on for DiMaggio. Again, the National Leaguers guarding the line. Wagner kicks and deals to Travis. It is a 4-6. Pick up some sticks. 4-6 off the Billy Wagner card. 4-6. Fastball. Strike 3 looking. He painted the outside corner. Piazza rolls the ball towards the mound. We go to the top of the 9th, knotted at 5, between the 2001 National League All-Stars and the 1941 American League All-Stars in a game for the ages. It will be Piazza, Jones, and Kent, if anyone gets on, Rich Aurelia, to face Al Benton. So Benton's back up on the bump. Piazza's 0 for 3. Tremendous power from Mike Piazza, though. It's amazing. A man can hit the ball so far, but yet can't throw the ball down to second base. Here's the pitch from Benton to Piazza, and that is a 3-11 to Mikey. 3-11 to Piazza. Ball's hit to short. Cronin throws to Fox. 1 down. Now bring up Chipper Jones, the switch hitter, still batting lefty. Again, the American Leaguers guarding the lines. Want to avoid the extra bases down the line. Benton nods his head. Dickey sets the target. Here's the pitch to Chipper Jones. And that is a 5-8. Again, Benton making some tough pitches here. Will Jones be able to fight it off? 5-8 to Chipper Jones. That's a ground ball to Bobby Doerr, who's made an error. That's a 19. Bobby Doerr will field it cleanly. He'll throw over to Jimmy Fox. And that's an 11. Oh, my Lord. Bobby Doerr has just thrown the ball away for the second time. This time he throws it high over Fox's head, compensating for the low throw the other time for the error. And the go-ahead run is at first. Bobby Doerr is disgusted with himself. And a few boo birds here from the American League fans at Briggs Stadium in Detroit. So 1 out, go-ahead run at first, and Chipper Jones, it should be 2 outs and no one on. And here comes a dangerous Jeff Kent, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Benton hoping to induce a double play ball. Kent looking for the 3-4 column. And Bobby Valentine's bringing in Jimmy Rollins to pinch run. So Rollins, a very speedy runner, 1 through 17 with a 60% chance of stealing second. Will they send him? No. Kent will swing away. Here's the pitch. And it's a 3-9 to Jeff Kent. Oh boy, can he do it again? Will the error by Doerr be costly again? It's a 3-9 to Kent. Column of choice. He's ready to grip and rip. Fastball. He challenged him. Strike 3 looking. Oh, Kent is complaining to the man in blue behind the plate. He thought it was inside. Dickey says the bench is over there. A few choice words between Dickey and Kent. This game's getting chippy between these great players. No love lost between these generations, that's for sure. And now Dickey says, go take some more magic vitamins. Ooh, it's getting ugly. So 2 outs. It'll be up to Rich Aurelia, the shortstop. 324 and 37 homers. Rollins will be off on contact. A gap shot should score. Rollins from first. Tremendous speed. We go to the chat. Sports Time Machine. Mr. Utah Mike. Check out that great channel. Says, holy Knobloch sacks. That's a good one. Yeah, Bobby Doerr having a tough day at second after having some wonderful plays in the field. Aurelia's 0 for 3. Benton was done quite well. A workmanlike performance out of the pen. The windup and a pitch to Aurelia. Rollins will be off on contact. There he goes. It's a 2-8. Oh, boy. Aurelia's going to have a pitch to grip and rip on the 2-8. 2-8 to Aurelia from Benton. And it's a 3. Aurelia will strike this ball hard. No one's going to get to this. That's a double down the line. Williams rushing over. He digs it out in the corner. Will they wave Rollins? Yes! As the ball is cut off, and it's now 6-5, 2001 National Leaguers. And Jeff Kent has just said a curse word towards Dickey, the catcher. He says, how the F do you like us now? Oh, boy, that was not fan-friendly or family-friendly by Jeff Kent. Imagine being trapped on an elevator with Barry Bonds and Jeff Kent, and them eating 2 full bowls of chili. It would be awful. Alrighty, so Aurelia clapping his hands, and the sounds of silence have come over the American League fans here at Briggs Stadium in Detroit. And here comes a nemesis for the American Leaguers of 41. Brian Giles, 2 for 3 with a home run and 3 ribbies. First base is open. Will they stick? Will they stick with Al Benton? Yes, they will. That's a huge insurance run at second in a relay. Here's the pitch to Giles. Will he knock in another run? It's a 2-12 to Brian Giles. Oh boy, 2-12, and Brian Giles will jump all over this pitch. Boom goes the ball, and Brian Giles will once again touch them all as it bangs off the second deck and comes back onto the field. A 2-run blast by Brian Giles has now made it 8-5. Unbelievable. Brian Giles has knocked in 5 runs. He has 2 homers. Let's just look at Brian Giles real quick. So Brian Giles, the leadoff batter's 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, 5 ribbies. He's hit 2 homers and a double. Can you say player of the game, folks? And just like that, the National Leaguers are back on top, 8-5. It's going to have to be a tremendous rally for the American League All-Stars of 41. As Jake Cruz says, wonder if any of the players on the 41 team are still alive. Oh, there are. That's a good question. I would say yes. Someone might. That's a good question. I'm looking at these people. Bobby Dorr just passed away. You know what? They might have all passed away. We'll have to. That's a great question. How you doing, Jake Cruz, who's at the ballpark? So what a ball game here. So here's Todd Helton. Doesn't get any easier. He had 49 homers. And they're going to stick with Benton. Here's the pitch to Helton. National Leaguers with a 3-run lead, now 8-5. And that's a 1-7. Oh, boy, this could be a slobber knocker. 1-7 to Helton. Will he go yard here at Briggs? 1-7. Nope, ball 4. And Benton is tired. His day will be done. And here comes Barry Bonds, who's 0 for 3. He does have a ribby on a sac fly. Oh, my God, they're keeping Benton in. And I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to override that. We're not going to keep Benton in. As the computer's managing. And we're going to go with either Lee, 237, and tough on lefties, or Russo, 309, 8 homers. Lee, 15 homers. Russo, 8 homers. 210 innings pitched. Lee, 300. 237. So we're going to go with Lee. Lee's going to come in. We're going to make the call here. I can't believe they stuck with Benton. That's nuts. And Lee will come in to try to get the third and final out. Thornton Lee pitched for the Chicago White Sox in 1941. 22 wins, 11 losses, 2.37 earned run average in 34 starts. Did have 1 save, gave up 15 gopher balls, struck out 130 while walking 92 in 300 innings pitched. His task to get the third and final out here in the top of the 9th and keep it a 3-run deficit. Barry Bonds 0 for 3 with a ribby on a sac fly. Bonds in 2001 hit 73 homers. Helton's at first. Here's the pitch. Lefty-lefty matchup from Lee to Bonds. And it is a 2-12. A 2-12 to Bonds. They pitch very carefully. That's ball 4. He didn't chase the breaking pitch outside, so 2 outs, 2 on for Sammy Sosa. And Sosa really likes to hit that left-handed pitching. Again, we will make a change. Red roughing. Oh, boy. Smith. You know what? We're not going to make a change. We will stick with Thornton Lee, as I've intervened with the computer. Helton at second. Bonds at first. The National Leaguers have scored 3 in the top of the 9th to break this tie ball game open 8-5. Sosa is 0 for 4. He has struck out twice, lined out, and ground out. He awaits the delivery of the left-handed throwing Thornton Lee. Pitch homeward bound to Sammy Sosa, and that's a 110. Oh, nuts. 110, and the National Leaguers are really pounding the bejesus out of this ball here in the top of the 9th. Sammy Sosa crushes this ball to left. Williams just holds his head, hangs his head. He doesn't even look. That's a 3-run blast. Boom goes the ball, and Sammy Sosa touches them all. The 2001 National Leaguers have now scored 6 runs in the top of the 9th on 2 homers. And that all started with Dickey and Kent going at it at the plate after Dickey framed a pitch that struck out Kent. Since then, 6 runs have scored. Once again, Kent screaming at Dickey behind the plate. As Jake Cruz is doing good, we like to hear that. I'm okay. The 41 All-Stars of the American League are taking it on the chin here. Here's the pitch to Larry Walker from Lee. As they're now up by 6, 11-5. Walker's 1 for 4 with a double. As some boo birds have come out here at Briggs Stadium in Detroit. Here's the pitch to Walker, and he's looking for the 1-3. Instead, it's a 5-9. Will this end a god-awful inning for the American Leaguers? That is a 5 and a 9 to Larry Walker. That's going to be a fly ball the other way. Williams coming in. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the 2001 National League All-Stars mashed 2 home runs, a strike for 6 runs. They are now up 11-5. Can the American Leaguers of 1941 answer it? Can they answer it? It will be DiMaggio, Williams, and Cronin. Billy Wagner now with an opportunity to lose it. Remember, the National Leaguers have blown 2 saves. But now it's Wagner's chance. It was Shaw blowing it early, and then Wagner late. DiMaggio's 0 for 3 with a walk. Here's the pitch from Wagner to Jolton Joe DiMaggio. The Yankee Clipper is dealt a 4-4. Who's going to be shown the door on the 4-4? Off the Wagner card, not a column of choice, 4-4. This will be a play to Piazza. It's a 15. This ball's popped up in the air. Piazza throws off his mask, goes back towards the screen. It's a 16, and he bobbles it, but he'll make the catch. 1 down. As Mike Piazza falls on his tuchus, but he makes the catch. 1 out, no one on. And here comes Ted Williams, 2 for 4. Single, double, then 2 flyouts. Williams has hit the ball well all game. He's looking for the 1-3 column. American Leaguers trail by 6. 11-5. Here's the pitch to the splendid Splinter. And that is a 1-7 to Teddy ballgame. 1-7 to Williams. He keeps hope alive with a single to center. He's now 3 for 5. Ted Williams batted .406 in 1941. Spicer 007, how you doing? He says hello, Al, and the chat. If you're just joining us, it's 11-5, 2001 National League All-Stars over the 1941 American League All-Stars. The National Leaguers scored 6 in the top of the 9th as they bashed 2 3-run homers. Or 2-2. How did they do that? Anyway, we'll check that out after. Here's Joe Cronin, 1 for 4. Williams at first. He better not be going anywhere. Wagner hoping for the double play ball that will end the game. He kicks and fires to Cronin, looking for the 2-1 column, and that's a 4-7 off the Wagner card. 4-7. Williams at first, 1 out. 4-7. Fastball to Cronin. Strike 3, inside corner. Piazza frames it, and Cronin knows it was a strike, couldn't pull the trigger, so it's 2 outs. Williams will be off on contact. It's up to Jeff Heath, the right fielder, to keep hope alive. He is 1 for 4 with a ribby. That clutch single tied the ball game back in the 7th. My, how things have changed. 11-5, 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th, Williams at first, Heath at the plate. Wagner rubs up the baseball. Back up on the bump, takes a breath, nods his head. He kicks and deals to Heath. Heath looking for the 1-5. Wagner looking to get the 3rd and final out and a victory. And that is a 2-9 to Heath. 2 9 off the Heath card, not a column of choice. 2-9. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Billy Wagner pumps his fist. The 2001 National League All-Stars celebrate here at Briggs Field in Detroit with an 11-5 victory. A huge top of the ninth. 6 runs salts the game away. Let's go to the box score and call it a stream. A very fun game. On a couple of seasons I picked up today. Strat-O-Matic had a sale thanks to Mr. Utah Mike. He informed me. And when you can buy 3 and get 1 free, you buy a lot of seasons, in my opinion, if you're able to. So I picked up a lot of fun seasons. Let's go to the box score. And let's make that a little larger. As we will fit to screen. Once again, the 2001 National League All-Stars 11, the 1941 American League All-Stars 5. Really fun game. Fit to screen. There we go. Player of the game for the 2001 National League All-Stars, Brian Giles. 3 for 4, 3 runs, scored 5 ribbies. He had 2 home runs. Where are the homers? Yep, Giles had 2 home runs along with Sosa. He knocked in 5 runs. Player of the game. So, Brian Giles, player of the game for the National League All-Stars of 2001. 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, 5 ribbies. Helton was 1 for 4, 2 runs scored. Barry Bonds, 0 for 3, a run scored and a ribby on a sac fly. Sammy Sosa, 1 for 5, a run scored, hit a 3-run homer, and made 2 outstanding plays in right field. Larry Walker, 1 for 5. Piazza and Jones were both 0 for 4. Rollins was a pinch runner. He scored. Nevin came in to play third. He did not bat. Jeff Kent was 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, and got into an argument with Bill Dickey, the Yankee catcher for the American Leaguers. And Rich Aurelio was 1 for 4 with a run scored and a ribby. In victory, the 2001 National League All-Stars, 37 at-bats, 11 runs, 9 hits, 10 ribbies. 1 run was unearned on the Bobby Doerr error. Bobby Doerr made 2 errors at second. Doerr was 2 for 4 with a ribby. Travis was 1 for 5. DiMaggio, that's Joe DiMaggio, was 0 for 4. Brother Dominic did not get into the game. He was on the team, though. Ted Williams, 3 for 5. Joe Cronin, 1 for 5 with a run scored. Heath, 1 for 5, 2 runs scored and a ribby. Jimmy Fox, 2 for 2, a run scored and a ribby. Keller, the DH, came up in some big situations but was 0 for 4. And Bill Dickey was 2 for 4, a run scored and 2 RBI. The American Leaguers of 41, 38 at-bats, 5 runs, 12 hits, 5 ribbies. Randy Johnson went 5 1/3, got a no decision for the National Leaguers. 6 hits, 3 runs, only 1 of them earned, walked 3, struck out 7. Shaw blew the save. He went an inning and a third, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Wagner got the win but blew the save. Before that, he went 2 1/3, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 5 Ks. For the American Leaguers, Bob Feller was not good. 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 1 unearned due to the Bobby Doerr error, his first error. 1 walk, 4 Ks, he gave up a homer. Benton pitched well till he got fatigued, in my opinion. 3 2/3, 4 runs, 4 hits, 5 runs, only 1 was earned. Again, Bobby Doerr error. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and a homer. Lee wanted to join the home run parade, give up on a gopher ball in a third of an inning. 1 hit, 2 runs, both of them earned. 1 walk, no strikeouts, and the gopher ball. The attendance at Briggs Stadium for this tremendous matchup on July 4th, with wonderful weather, day game, 52,968. In Strat-O-Matic time, it took 2 hours and 54 minutes. Hitting homers in the ball game, Giles had 2 and Sosa had 1. Giles also drove in 5. He was the player of the game. I'd like to thank Jake Cruz, he said, good game until the end. Yeah, the National Leaguers blew it open. I like to thank Spizer007. He says, really enjoying watching videos of new and old tabletop baseball games. I play the same way with my Strat cards and manual dice rolls for the Strat Daily game. Cool. We'll have to talk about that more with Chat with Al, Spicer. And thank you to Sports Time Machine, Mr. Utah Mike. Please check out that channel. Also, Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. Check out that wonderful channel. And remember, if you like boxing or just card and dice sports, Glory Days Boxing, an absolutely wonderful game. I've purchased it. It's fabulous. I put games up on the channel, and you can purchase that where you purchase Payoff Pitch. And also, thank you to Ken Castro, sports writer extraordinaire, and our good friend Will. That's W. Vogs. So check out Will, and that's W. Vogs, a wonderful card collecting channel. Once again, we will leave you from the game of the ages, a game for the ages. The 2001 National League All-Stars defeat the 1941 American League All-Stars led by Williams and DiMaggio. The National Leaguers were led supposedly by Bonds, but it was Brian Giles, player of the game, 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, 5 ribbies, and 2 homers as they win 11-5. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Take care. Bye-bye. Health and happiness. Happy Memorial Day weekend. And thank you to all the men who served and gave the ultimate sacrifice and who continue to serve, all the men and women. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless. And you know it's coming. Peace!